Now you can't pinch me because I'm wearing green. Ow! What are you doing?
That rule only applies on St. Patrick's Day. So you'll be safe then. Ladies, if you want to go learn how to make this crochet pattern, keep watching. With your H hook, we're going to make a loop. Put your hook in. And we are going to chain 2. So 1, 2. And then we are going to kind of turn back around on ourselves here, and we're going to skip this chain we just did, and we're going to go into the second chain from the hook. And we're going to do 1 single crochet. Then we're going to chain 1. And we're going to turn our whole project. And we're going to do 2 single crochet. We're going to chain 2. And turn, and we are going to do 2 single crochet in each of those spaces. That's going to give us a total of 4. So 1, 2 in one space, and then 1. Catching on something there. 1, 2 in the next space. You try to crochet with the camera between your face and the crochet hook. Okay, we're going to chain 2. And turn, and now we're gonna make our clover section that looks, it almost looks like a little heart to me, I don't know. And we're gonna work 4 double crochet in this space right next to the chain 2, so right here. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 double crochet, and then we're going to do a slip stitch. So we're just going to go into this next space. We're going to go in, grab some thread, and pull it through everything. So that's giving us, you can see half the heart over here, or half the clover shape. Then we're going to chain 2, and in this next space, we're going to do 4 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go over to this last space here. I'm going to go in, grab some thread, and pull through everything, which is a slip stitch again. So you can see it's kind of like a little offset heart almost, and we're going to do that a total of 3 times. So you're going to cut your thread, and then we're going to hide both of these strings within this little clover piece. So just go back and forth, and then when you get to the end, you kind of fuzz it with your hand. So do the same thing with this one, and you're going to make 2 more of this. Now that you've finished all 3 of your little clover pieces, you're going to take the crochet hook and kind of go through the hole on the end. So see on the end, there's that little hole on all of them. There's a natural formed hole. So 1, 2, 3. I've gone through all of them. You can even see them all spread out like a clover already on the hook. Anyway, go through all 3 of them and grab some more green yarn. So I'm through all 3 of them, and now I'm just going to tie a knot. Put your hook in there so you don't do it too tight, but I'm kind of attaching all 3 together and starting off a new chain of yarn in the same go here. Okay, so after we've tied our knot, I'm going to go in. I've got them all fanned out like they're going to be, and I'm going to chain 1, and then the second chain, I'm going to go to the clover on the right because I need to give some stability to this, and I'm going to go into, there's like a little hole that's in that clover. So that's my second chain. And then I am going to do 8 more chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I am going to skip this last chain that I did, and I'm going to go into the next one, and I'm going to work little slip stitches all the way back up. So I'm going to do 7 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3. Five. So that was 6, and this is 7. And then, once again, make sure you have this all spread out where you can see it. I'm going to go, just like I came into the right clover on the way down, I'm going to come into the left one on the way up. And that's just going to make it a little firmer. So you can see that's got the little tail there. And then the last step is we're going to tie it off, but I'm going to go into this third one on top to give it a little more strength before I tie it off. So I went into the third one on top, and then I'm going to cut our thread and go deal with the baby who's unhappy about something. So you're going to hide these threads just like you did everything else, and then I'll go show you what you can do with this clover. So now you need a crewly needle, or just a needle that has a big enough hole to shove your yarn into to be able to thread that. And I don't have a very long piece of yarn at all on here. And you need a safety pin. And what you're going to do is on your clover pattern here, I'm trying to see if there's any difference between my two sides. Not really. You're going to take the part that has the clasp on it, so not the pokey part. You're going to take the other part and you're going to lay it on there, and you are going to try not to go through the whole project because you don't want to see a bunch of stuff there, but try to just go through a little and bring that through, and we're going to tie this on, and we'll hide that in a second. I'm going to double tie it. And now what we're going to be doing is kind of stitching over. I'm going to come from this side and make sure not to go all the way through with your thread, because you don't want to have to see that. So anyway, we're just going to go several stitches all the way across. This is a really fast project. Don't want anyone getting pinched because they don't have a green shirt, you know. I always forgot St. Patrick's Day. Or I was paranoid that I would, even if I did remember it. You can see it's just that simple getting that on there, and it's still going to move around a little bit, but it's attached. So I'll put my last stitch in here, and then we're just going to tie this off and hide those threads. And try not to poke ourselves between the safety pin and the needle here. I might be doing more than I can handle with not hurting myself. I am accident prone. Snipping that. And then just use your crochet hook like we hid the threads for making the clover, but hide those two threads within the body.